Hey everyone, it's Kach. I'm gonna be rambling a bit before I start the video, so feel free to skip ahead if you want. I won't blame you, really, it's fine. So, before we start, I wanna say I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately. I really wanted to, but I just couldn't find anything. Like, my last videos were only stream replays, and like, that's not really interesting, as well as I haven't even been streaming that much. I don't really do scouting videos anymore because I just don't scout, so I can really do make I can really make videos about it. Um, so I'm trying something new now. I really want to like really utilize my YouTube channel, so I'm trying something new, and this is the first step towards this something new. I originally wanted to record myself reading the answers and stuff like that, like with a camera, but as I did that, my recording software somehow completely fucked up my recording, and like the video was like twice faster than the audio, and I couldn't get it to sync at all. So I just decided to give up on that, and I'm just gonna make it. Well, I'm just gonna edit the video like this. I apologize if you actually wanted to see me. Maybe next time. Who knows? Um, so for now, um, we're just gonna have to deal with this little Nico thing. I hope this is enjoyable anyway. So what happened is a few days ago, I asked everyone on Twitter to tell me what the worst thing you've done on SIF was, and I'll be honest, I don't actually know what kind of answers I was expecting. Like, in my head, I was just thinking about bad things you've done on the game, but then I realized that bad things are actually quite subjective as well. Like, you could think that selling a UR or something is bad, but then it doesn't actually matter depending how you play the game. And then a lot of people actually replied with stuff like with bad stuff that happened to them while they were playing. And I guess it's my fault for like asking a vague question, so I'm really sorry about that. But I did get quite a lot of answers, and I'm actually really overwhelmed with how much attention my tweet has gotten. So like, thank you very much to everyone who sent an answer in. I want to give a shout out to Rin Senpai and Sklidal Tomodachi, who I've seen retweeted my tweet and helped it get more answers. So really, thank you guys. I couldn't include every answer I've gotten in this video, otherwise it would be like 50 minutes long. My original recording was 30 minutes long and I had like 50 answers, so I've tried to cut down as much as I could so the video would be like still enjoyable and not like an hour long. Nobody wants that. So yeah, I'm sorry if your answer didn't get in, but I did read every answer and I really appreciate how much support I got on this. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's see what the worst thing you've done in SIF are. First up, we got a familiar face, at least it should be familiar, I guess. Kach went on to say that he hacked even points to prove a point, which, yes, is very morally wrong. It is pretty bad, you know. But to be fair, it did end up being good for the game. Like, KLabian really ended up stepping up the security, stuff like that. And if I remember correctly, the way you were hacking was like you weren't actually hindering the rankings, like you were making yourself disappear for the ranking at the end of the event. So like, it doesn't feel that bad actually, and it really was good for the game. So I feel like we should give you a lot of credit for that, even though I mean yes, it is morally wrong. It is really wrong. So yeah, it is bad, but at least at the same time, it was good. For about a year, I couldn't figure out how to change my partner after accidentally setting a Kotori R as my main girl, and she haunts me. that is that is kind of funny, honestly. I mean, I guess it's kind of bad. It's more sad than bad. I think it's not kind of like innocent mistake you make when you don't really know how the game works. At least it's fixable. Like if you play enough with another card as your partner, eventually the color will leave. So it's like it's not that bad a mistake, but I feel like it's a funny one. It's like yeah, it's a cute innocent mistakes. I made a team full of Armaris and played Nico Puri X Max Volume in a McDonald's. My friend still remembers the words Gogo Aqua as some kind of PTSD thing. So while I'm feeling bad for your friends, I'm actually feeling bad for the rest of the people in the McDonald's there because, if you played Max Volume, like, there are people around you who could hear you. That must have been a terrible experience for them. And I'm saying that because in one of my PL teams, I actually have a Mari SR that has that line as well. So like, I know like she activates all the time, and you just like you know what you're in for when you play a song with that. But you know what's funny? I actually have a video I made a while ago about Gogo Aqua. That was pretty funny. You should check it out. It wasn't very interesting. I was avoiding putting yours on my SIF team for years because I didn't know that you could turn off card image flashing in the background during lives, and it always messed up my combo. At one point I was complaining about how annoying that is until I was informed that you can turn pics off. That is that is another of those innocent newbie player mistakes. I feel like that is really sad though. Like the fact that you actually like cut your score because you weren't using yours for so long, just because you didn't know that you could turn pop-ups off. Though I have to admit, like pop-ups are really annoying. Like the UR ones are like really hindering. So I can totally understand your feeling. But I'm one of those people who, whenever I play a game, I try to check the settings to see if I can like help my experience. And I realize not everyone is like that. Not everyone checks the settings instantly, and then shit like this happens. And yeah, I'm sorry. Probably the worst thing I did to my body was playing for 13 hours straight through the night for Morotaro Honoka and then going to school right after. That is terrible, and I honestly hope that you were fine after this and that you never did it again. If you are planning to cheer an event of any kind, do not play for 13 hours straight. Do not ever do that. Like, it is really bad for your health in so many ways that I can't even like describe it, but just it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And please take care of yourself. Like, this is terrible. Just please don't. So I feel really bad for you. Worst thing I've ever done? I grinded for the Cheer Day Cheer Girl event. I played Cracker on Sunday over 200 times. Also, I once played Shocking Party 75 times in a row on easy to get full combos for the Blue Cup on in Summer of Love Live 2017. I wanted to die. I can imagine why you would want to die after that. Um, I have a lot of admiration for anyone who played in the Cheerleader Cheergirl event, to be fair. Like, I didn't play in it, like, I didn't care, I just played normally. But I know a lot of people who grinded a lot, and this is just crazy to me, like, it was just insane. So, if you grinded during that time, you have a lot of willpower, and it is really admirable. Even though I feel also very sorry because it must have been an awful experience, so yeah, you're crazy. Got a call back from a job and rejected the call to save my combo. Wasn't going to get the job anyway, but that's another story. Another story or not, if you're gonna get a call back from a job, you should prioritize that over your combo. Like, I'm sorry, but like, no, you can't just do that. Like, okay, you didn't get the job, so it's not that bad. But in the event where you would get it, if you actually rejected the call, that would be awful. Like, don't do that kind of thing. This whole thread is pretty funny. I mean, pretty sad and funny. I got a nosebleed while playing a song once and refused to take care of it until the song was over. This happened to me too, but instead of a nosebleed, it was an ant in my eye. This happened to me with a mosquito on my arm. What the fuck? Like, where the fuck are you guys living that stuff like this happens? Like, what is going on? I mean, the nosebleed I can understand. Though, like, if you get a nosebleed, you should really take care of that. Like, prioritize that over your over SIF. Really, like your priorities are fucked up. But like, you get an ant in your eye. How does that even happen? I need explanations. How do you get an ant in your eye? I mean, I don't even have ants in my house. I hope you don't have ants in your house. But like, I'm so confused. Didn't study for a biology test to cheer an event. Ended up failing both. And that is one of those sad cheering stories. Like, quite a lot of people actually replied to me that they tried to cheer an event and they failed. Realistically, it's not that bad, except if you spent like a ton of gems and then you ended up falling out of chair. That's pretty sad. But like failing a test as well is that's sad. Yeah. You should always prioritize real life before prioritizing SIF. That is something I've learned, and it's something that everyone should learn. Like 2 years ago or something, I scouted Mayrin from Blue Ticket Scout and shot straight up so fast I kicked my cat by mistake. I still can't forget myself. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but I feel like the feeling of like hitting your pet by mistake and then feeling so guilty about it being the worst thing you've ever done is it's kind of funny, though I can understand like it's actually the worst feeling, like you hit your pet and you can't explain to your pet that you didn't do it on purpose. It's just so bad. So I can understand that. Get a healer team that replenishes so much that stamina won't drop to zero and use it on the companion match to not contribute a goal. What the fuck? That is actually messed up. If you do that, you're going to hell. Like this is this is not okay. Like you're actually Satan. Like imagine being so evil that you just go into Nakayamochi match and then you don't want to do the goals. Like you're just trolling in MOBA terms. Like you're just trolling. That is not okay. You should be ashamed of yourself. What the fuck? I started a new act to try out the stupid seal hack that allowed infinite blue cap on scouts to see if it was as easy as everyone said. All that happened was I saw my dream viewers fall out of the box, making the thousands I had spent on my main seem worthless. I stopped playing worst thing. So I could understand the feeling behind that. But the thing is that it shouldn't, like, the fact that the hack exists shouldn't take the enjoyment you get out of the game away. Especially because Caleb has been taking hackers down. Like, most hacked accounts are being banned. At least most of them. Like, I know there's still a lot of them around because the players have been good enough to not get caught, but eventually when they will, then they will get banned. And even so, the fact that you actually got stuff legitimately, like you worked hard for it, all the effort and time you put into your main account should not be taken away just because other people could get it more easily. Like, you should still value the time that you spent. The fact that you still, like, you're gonna still play the game. Like, I mean, I play the game because I like playing the game. And the fact that someone could get what I want with little to no effort shouldn't change the fact that I actually like playing the game. Even though, yeah, it sucks, of course, because you put so much effort and money, and then other people just get it for free. They don't do anything and they get that shit. But you should still find a way to still have enjoyment in the game that is not in terms of like money spent, like yours and shit. Just the fact that you like the game, so you play the game. Though I can definitely understand why you would feel bad about this. Played SIF while brushing my teeth. So I want to know. I'm actually really curious about this because if I try, like I know I tried. I'm trying to brush my teeth and I have a song on SIF at the same time. It's either you don't play SIF because you have one hand that's brushing your teeth and the other one is holding your phone, so like you can play SIF, or you're playing SIF and so you don't have a free hand to brush your teeth, so you just keep your toothbrush in your mouth but like not doing anything. So I'm trying to figure out how you actually did both at once. If there's a story behind this, I feel like it's gonna be a bad story if there's a story about it behind it, but like I'm really curious. Sneezing. That I agree. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Had to fake stomachache during work break so I can hear an event in the stall. See, I feel like that's not that bad because a lot of people do that actually. At least feel like a lot of people do that. Like I've seen some people talk about doing that. Well, I definitely cried a lot. I feel like there's a story there. I was doing a live show when my father called. I accidentally answered the call and yelled "God fucking damn it" before ending the call. Turned out my dad was in his office with my employer to tell me I could work again the next day. So did you end up working? I sold 22 euros on my friend's account and she is still mad about it because 9 of them were idolized. Okay, Satan, Like we got another Satan. What the fuck is this? Did you actually like get access to your friend's account and then solder yours without her knowing or something like that? Because that is awful. Like what would you do that? I can't believe that your friend would still just be mad about it. If you did that to me, I would kill you. Like what? What's wrong with you people? I found 160,000 even points on day one of an event before pre-event point boost. I was so tired the next day. Yeah, that is the kind of thing that you should not do. This is in the same vein as playing 14 hours straight. Do not do that. Like, I have a lot of admiration for you for being able to do that, but don't do that. That's bad. It's sad. Don't do that. Just for your own, for your own health. Just don't do that. Apparently, getting someone demonetized because my IGN is dirty. How do you even do that? How do you even do that? So my friend's dream you are to an end just to spite her. See, that's just mean. It's not even bad. It's just mean. Like intentionally being mean to a friend. Just don't do that. Nobody likes that. So here's a few people who did a 10 plus 1 instead of scouting 1000 friend points. I almost did that, so I can totally understand, and I'm so sorry for you people. Here's some people who regret spending, including $6,000. Yes, I can understand that's pretty bad. And $400 on the Hello Shiokazoete Hanayo and instead got drink 6 times. I can totally relate to that. Welcome to the club. And here's some people who played with weird things on their iPads and they regretted it. Some time ago, I got Valentine's Johanni from Blue Tickets for my sister's dream card back then, and I was afraid she would get so angry and disappointed if she knew, so I told it and pretended it never happened. I feel like that's a bit sad, like not wanting your own sister to know. Like, I understand, like, I don't get mad. I just get a bit jealous when other people get my dream cards, but to be like angry at someone else, like, is like, your sister should understand it wasn't in your control. It's a bit sad. I went so hard for Masquerade Ellie that I gave myself carpal tunnel in both my wrists. Got into T1, but at what cost? At a terrible cost. Holy shit, I'm actually sorry. I don't actually get carpal tunnel, so I don't really know what it's like, but like that, it sounds bad. You can read a lot of stories about people getting carpal tunnel from cheering events, and like, please don't, like, take care of yourself, please. Just don't force yourself to play so much if you don't need to. That's just awful. I'm sorry, honestly. In the middle of score match, threw my phone across the room onto the other sofa, all because an 8-leg villain decided to ram at my leg while playing. Obviously, I lost the match, and the spider, I have no idea where it went to this day. I shouldn't be laughing. This is actually awful. I would do the same probably. Like if there was a spider on my leg, I would definitely throw my phone away. Which doesn't make sense because it's not on the phone. But I remember once I was playing League of Legends with my friends, and there was like a really tiny spider that came on my hand, and I just threw my mouse away, and I think I probably died at that moment. But you know, when you're scared of spiders, you just panic so hard. So I totally get this, and I'm so sorry. I avoided scouting in limited boxes, thinking they were shared with all the players in the server. Every day I would look at the box and think, wow, the one has gotten the URL. And so we're back to the innocent mistakes and stuff like that. It's really cute. It's kinda sad the fact that, like, you wouldn't scout in the boxes. So, like, you probably missed some chances of getting yours you would want stuff like that because you didn't know how it worked. But it's really cute. And so, apparently one of the worst thing you can do is starting playing SIF or coming back. If you don't like the game, why are you playing it? I don't know. And the last one, the worst thing you can do while playing SIF is killing Dancer Nico. You're going to hell. I hope you realize that. You are going to hell. That is all I have for you today. Once again, thank you so much to everyone who sent their answers. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe, and maybe you'll see more videos like this later on. Who knows? And yeah, leave a comment telling me what you thought. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye. Have fun.